I believe that math happens everywhere, and I want children to be empowered to co-create the space together with me. At the beginning of the year, we really start with an empty classroom. The walls are empty, the shelves don't have very many materials on them, and as children become comfortable in the space and we learn and we grow together, we add more materials to the shelves and we co-create anchor charts and different displays of documentation on the walls. I think that when children see themselves as co-creators of the space, it helps them understand that they are that democratic member of the classroom, and the displays are very meaningful for kids. Instead of just having, a number wall that I maybe bought from a teacher resource store that doesn't have a lot of meaning, kids really understand the numbers and the concept of what a number is when they build the number together with me and they use the numbers in the appropriate context. We do have a math center in the space, but there really is math everywhere. So when I'm putting out materials at the Science Center or the Art Center or the Drama Center, I'm thinking through a mathematical lens. And I've really trained myself to do that, to look at everything through a mathematical lens. I think about what potential there might be for math learning, and so I plan for the materials that might be engaging for children to bring that learning out at the center. I'm also very open to the children's ideas, so if they think that something is missing from a center or something comes as a result of their inquiry, we build the center with those materials and we add those materials to the center. I like children to be as independent as possible in the classroom, so everything is available to them. It's low, it's easy to access, there's a place for everything. They help with the organization of the materials so that it makes sense to them. I also love to bring problems back to the group. So if I'm noticing something's not working or a child expresses a concern, we ask the group, what do you think would make this better? How would we get more math learning out of that center? Or tell me about what you noticed today. How was it mathematical in nature? How can we make that better next time? So that kids really have ownership over the problem solving in the center and help evolve the center as well. So the centers look completely different in the winter compared to the fall, and then of course radically different in May and June at the end of the year. And by welcoming back year 2 students in the fall, we're able to model and support the new children in jumping right in and quickly build the room together with them. I think that there's math potential in everything. So often I'm asked by educators how I acquire the materials that I have, or what can be used as a math tool. And by looking at things through a mathematical lens, there is potential in everything. I certainly have built the classroom over the course of my 22 years, so it hasn't happened overnight. But because I'm very open to noticing what the children are curious about, it's easy to collect natural loose parts from outside or invite our classroom community to send in donations of loose parts that they might have at their homes or in their yards. I think when you open up your classroom and families in the community see the potential for rich learning, they're very eager to support that as well. So they're very keen to donate materials and to offer what they think is interesting. We also have stay and play days where parents are invited to come in and just engage in a play block together with the children. So by doing that, families are able to see that math learning really does happen everywhere. They're able to appreciate how children use the materials in different ways, and then I think they're inspired to rethink math in their own lives and engage in math learning at home together with their children. They see that in the kitchen there's potential for math learning, bath time there's potential for math learning, being outside going for a nature walk offers potential for math learning because they've experienced it themselves in the classroom.